Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Narc, Sociopath Abuse, Clarity, and your host is Donna. All right, we back again with this P. Diddy mess. Seems like there's more people that's coming out with allegations about him. It's not going to stop. Diddy, this is your year. All right, so we're going to be focusing on Biggie's mother. She has something to say, and I was just thinking about her the other day too, and I was curious, what does she have to say about all of this? So we're gonna get into that, and then we're gonna also get into someone else. Oh gosh, I don't have the picture of her. I thought I did. I don't. But we're gonna get into another person, and the other person we're gonna get into is Cassie's makeup artist. Yes, the makeup artist. Now, your makeup artist knows a lot about you, just like your dentist knows a lot about you. When you open your mouth up to the dentist, they can tell what you eat, what you drink, if you're smoking, if you're not. Everything is on your teeth. They can tell. So we're going to get into the makeup artist, right? So first, I'm going to show a clip. Oh, I should have set up the clip. So give me a second. I'm going to set up the clip here. And what you do is you make sure you hit the like button, share your thoughts and opinions in the comment section. And also, if you need to reach out to me, look inside the description and you'll be able to find my email address and also a number that you can text me to. All right, so text only, please, text only. All right, so let me go and share this other screen. I apologize. I should have already set up, but we're going to do it now. Okay. All right, we're gonna listen to this news clip, and then I got two articles. Then we're gonna show another clip. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's hear this clip right now. A little bit of an update, what's going on with him. Another alleged victim. This man, I believe, is a bona fide sociopath. Oh yeah, these are my thoughts and opinions. That's what I think. All right, let's get it.
Potential legal troubles for Sean Diddy Combs after another woman accused him of sexual violence.
Fox's CB Cotton is in New York with details.
In 1 week, 3 women have spoken out against Sean Diddy Combs, alleging he subjected them to violence. The latest accuser, April Lampros, filed a lawsuit in New York State Supreme Court saying she was a college student in the 90s studying fashion when Diddy promised industry access and mentorship. Instead, she alleges he sexually assaulted her 4 times. Lampros says Combs invited her to parties and his recording studio to impress her and also, quote, love-bombed her with gifts and flowers. But the court documents say the friendship quickly manifested into an aggressive, coercive, and abusive relationship based on sex. In one of the alleged encounters, Lampros claims the rapper forced her to take ecstasy and demanded she have sexual intercourse with Kim Porter, one of Combs' former girlfriends with whom he has 3 children. Porter died in 2018. Earlier this week, former model Crystal McKinney filed a federal lawsuit claiming she had dinner with Combs in 2003 and later on the same night was assaulted in his recording studio. The women's claims add to a growing list of others who've come forward with allegations against the rapper.
I have to agree. The list is growing. It is growing. Ooh, Diddy, Pandora's box is open on you and you cannot shut it. You got to take what's coming out. All right, let's get back to the news clip. Don't forget, hit the like.
in the past 6 months, and singer Cassie Ventura speaking out for the first time on the explosive video showing Combs beating her in a Los Angeles hotel hallway back in 2016. Ventura writing in part, quote, "My only ask is that everyone open your heart to believing victims the first time." Combs released a 1-minute apology video last Sunday in response to the videotape of him and Cassie Ventura. We've reached out multiple times to Combs' lawyers for comment on the latest lawsuits and have yet to hear back.
You're not going to hear back from him. You're not. It's not happening. All right, so we're going to get into Biggie's mama. We're going to get into her. All right, so I'm going to read this article real quick, and then I'm going to head to the next one. All right, so this article that I have here is from the Vibe, and I said 8 hours ago it came out. Yeah, I did read it today. All right, let me just get into this article. Let's get into Biggie's mother. He looked just like his mama. Looked just like her, doesn't he? All righty, let's hear what does she have to say. Ooh, boy, this is interesting. All right, Biggie's mom is ready to slap the daylights out of Sean Diddy Combs. Brother love, yeah, okay. Voletta, I might be pronouncing something wrong, but Wallace, mother of late rapper the Notorious B.I.G, has shared her frustration with Diddy. Legal's name Sean Combs as a hip-hop mogul stands accused of decades of violent behavior. Wallace details her feelings of anger with Combs as allegations of abuse and inappropriate behaviors continue to mount. "I'm sick to my stomach," explained the 71-year-old Rolling Stones. The revolution comes after the magazine published a 6-month-long investigation into the claims that against Combs. "I'm praying for Cassie. I'm praying for his mother." Ooh, so she wants to know how his mother feels. I'm thinking the same thing too. All right, praying for his mother. "I don't want to believe that things that I've heard, but I've seen the hotel video. I pray that he apologized to her." Yeah, I agree with you. And also, not just her, to the other victims that they have, because we know this is not the only victim, of course. Alrighty now, where am I at? She continued to elaborate. "I hope that I see Sean one day, and the only thing I want to do is to slap the daylight out of him," adding, "and you can quote me on that. Ooh, child. Because I like him. I didn't want to believe all the awful things, but I'm so ashamed and embarrassed." Wow. Elsewhere in the interview, Wallace states that Combs owes atonement to more than his victims. "He needs to apologize to his mother," she said. "I hope to God that he sits her down and spills his guts and apologizes to her." Since being sued by Cassie in November 2023 and settled within days, multiple women have accused Combs of criminal violence, including and physical abuse, and other own litigations. In March 2024, Combs' property in Miami and Los Angeles were raided by the United States Department of Homeland Security in connection with a trafficking investigation. Mr. Combs cannot comment on settlement on the settlement, will not comment on pending stuff, and cannot address every allegation picked up by the press from any source, no matter how unreliable, explained his lawyer, Jonathan Davis, in the statement. "We are aware that the proper authorities are conducting a thorough investigation and therefore have confidence any important issues will be addressed in the proper form, where the rules distinguish facts from fiction." All right, I'm going to get into another clip. Hold a second. I wanted to show another clip. All right. Now, we're going to get into this other one. Now, this other clip that I want to get into, well, I'm going to read this other article. Now, that was with Biggie's mom. That was her thoughts. All right, now we're going to get into the makeup artist. Yep. And after I read the makeup artist thing, then I'm going to show a clip. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's hang in there. All right. Now, this also came from Vibe, and this was 6 hours ago. Cassie's former makeup artist claims that Diddy assaulted singer years before hotel video. Now, this is what the makeup artist is saying. And I believe her. My thoughts. Cassie, former makeup artist, claims that Diddy assaulted the singer years before 2016 hotel video. During an interview with CNN, the makeup artist opened up about working with the singer back in 2010. She recalled an incident between Sean and Cassandra Fine, Cassie, that left her with blackened eyes, saying that I have kept this secret for like 14 years. Wow. Black eyes. Wow. All right, let's get back to it. She continued, they went into the bedroom and shut the door, and all I could hear was screaming and yelling. Whatever was going on in there, I don't know, but all I could think of was to grab Cassie's things and to start packing it up and just getting her out to safety and bring her to my house. As the former bad boy artist reemerged from the room, the makeup artist claimed that she was badly beaten and had a lot of knots all over her head and busted lip. Wow. So when you said that little slick statement, thank you for holding me down for the dark times, with hard times, whatever. Oh, is that what you meant? That's what you meant, Diddy? Okay. All right, let's get back to the article. However, the Glaminator felt that they couldn't go to the police because they feared what Diddy would do in retaliation, saying Puffy is a very powerful person and we are quite terrified. You see, now y'all have to understand. I'm gonna read this again. Okay, this is important. However, the Glaminator felt that they couldn't go to the police because they feared what Diddy would do in retaliation, saying that Puffy is a very powerful person and we were quite terrified. So to all y'all that, that says that why she didn't leave and why she put up, think about it. This is a powerful man. And if y'all did see the video, do you think that she could just easily just walk out of his life like that? No, I don't think so. So to all y'all that have those little comments, or little slick comments, shame on you. That's all I have to say. All right, any more to this article? I'm almost done. Then we're going to get into the clip. All right, CNN released the troubled 2016 surveillance footage in mid-May, which showed Cassie Fine running for her life as she attempted to get away from Diddy. And you saw how that worked out when she tried to get away, right? Puffy can be seen running down the hallway of a non-closed intercontinental hotel with his towel, just holding that towel naked. The footage that captures aggressive Combs snatching up Cassie and throwing her down to the ground by her neck. Puffy begins stomping her on the ground as she, I don't have to get into much of this, but y'all, I think you've seen the video. If you didn't, I completely understand. All right. That's the end of that one. Now I'm going to play this clip, so just give me a second so I can share it. Okay. Yeah. Now we're going to watch this clip here. And this clip is on CNN. All right, this is an interview with the makeup artist. So we're going to watch this clip and see what she has to say. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get it.
I want to bring in Mylah Morales. She's a former makeup artist for Diddy and Mylah Morales. She's a former makeup artist for Diddy and also Cassie Ventura, working for Diddy for years and eventually becoming a friend of Cassie's. In 2010, Mylah alleges that she heard Cassie being physically abused and was a witness to the aftermath of the alleged attack. She joins me now. Mylah, thank you so much for being here. This has been, for so many people, illuminating, infuriating, troubling, devastating. You can go down the list of things, but it's so difficult to speak about.
I know.
Being a witness of anything. Tell me how you must be feeling just knowing that this has even come to light.
Well, I have kept this secret for like 14 years. I mean, the first time I experienced it was 2010. And I was in the hotel room when.
Why was Diddy laid out on the steps like that and wearing that outfit and had Cassie wearing an outfit? Should have known it was signs. Just look how Cassie look here. Why you gotta dress like that? Control, control. Just like he made her shave half of her hair off. All right, let's get back to it. See, this is what these narcs and sociopaths do, ladies and gentlemen, when you're in relation with them. They full of control. Everything has to go their way or it's the highway. And they'll do stuff to make you look stupid. Like cutting off her hair like that. Get out of here. All right, let's get back to it.
And Puff came in, and I had no idea Cassie left. And when I woke up, I just saw his presence come into the room. They went into the bedroom and shut the door, and all I could hear is screaming and yelling and whatever was going on in there, I don't know. But all I could think of was to grab Cassie's things and start packing it up and just getting her out to safety and bringing her to my house. So that's kind of like what transpired from that night. And once she came out of the room, she was badly, beaten.
Oh my God. What did her physical appearance look like?
I mean, it was knots on her head, black eye, busted lip, but a lot of knots all over her head.
Did she go to the police at that point or anything?
No, we didn't know what to do at that point because, Puffy is a very powerful person and we were quite terrified. So I just, brought her to my house, and my friend, who is a doctor, I called her, and thank God she was in town because we didn't know what to do. And she treated her for, just to make sure she didn't have a concussion or anything like that. But it was really it was painful to see Cassie like that because she's such a beautiful human being. And for a man to just hurt any sort of woman or child or animal, it doesn't matter. But Cass is a good friend of mine, and I just felt, so I just didn't know what to do. I felt like I don't even know how to describe how I felt that night.
Did she describe how she was feeling about having that happen? Did you get a sense that this was the first time?
It didn't feel like it, because it wasn't. It was almost like, I feel like she might have been embarrassed that happened in front of me.
Bingo. She said something that is so deep and profound. So many victims feel so embarrassed, and we shouldn't, but we do. We feel embarrassed and shamed. Mm-hmm. Wow. All right, let's get back to it.
But the incident that you're talking about even predates what we saw in this horrific video from a hotel floor. When that video came out, what did it feel like knowing that had now been public?
No, I was devastated when I saw that video because it was like I witnessed what could have happened in that room and more, So that was a hallway incident. Who knows what happened, in that room when I was outside of there. And
if he can pull some crap like that with you around, ooh, imagine when them two is alone. Mm-hmm. Okay, resume.
I was devastated. Actually, I've been devastated since the court cases came out and how, he mistreated Cassie.
He has settled the suit involving her specifically, but there are others, and there are sources that are telling CNN that the majority of the people currently suing Diddy are actually speaking to federal investigators, which indicates the Justice Department
Wow. Look at all these cases he got. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He got 7 cases of allegations. But you know what? I know I'm using this as a teaching tool because it's, it's trending. So let me just use this one. But there's a lot of these Diddies walking around out here. He's not the only one. There's a lot of them. Yes, they are. A lot of them. Resume.
Might be moving close to an indictment. So do you think that Cassie would testify against him if federal investigators asked her to or compelled her to?
I'm really not sure. Like I said, I can't speak for Cass, but I hope she does. I hope she does because she's the only one that would know all the information that's gone on over the years. So,
Mylah, why do you think? I mean, we've heard certainly, a lot of people in the industry condemn Diddy for what they saw on that video, but it hasn't been a universal outcry within the industry specifically. Why do you think that is?
Great question. Why is so many people quiet? They're not really saying anything. Are you enablers? Are y'all flying monkeys? Just wonder. I wonder. Resume.
because it's a very small industry and that we all know each other, and I feel like people are afraid to like speak up about it, and the only
She right when she said everybody knows each other, right? Look at this famous picture. Everybody knows each other. Great point that she put up. So everybody has to know. She said it's a small industry and everybody knows each other. I'm just going by her words. What do you think? Put in the comment section. Resume.
only reason why I am is because I'm a friend of Cass's and I really care about her very much so. And I'm outraged and very, very like heartbroken about like how he's been treating her. It just it breaks my heart, and I just can't imagine like a man treating a woman that way. And
I understand your pain, your anger, but this is nothing new. This happens quite often. And I know so many people are shocked because they're actually seeing it, on TV. A video, whatever I'm trying to say. They seeing this. So it's kind of like it takes them back a little bit. But this happens all the time. Like I said, as we're speaking, it's happening right now. Right now. Let's get back to it.
not just a woman, but a friend of mine that I've known since she was a teenager. So, I've known Cassie before all of this. So it disgusts me.
I can only imagine of all the women that you have worked with and people who are eager to be in the industry, what they are exposed to, how they could be exploited and abused in a variety of ways. And that's why the idea that not hearing so many more people speak up is very frustrating and hurtful for so many people.
It is frustrating and hurtful, even for me, because I watch, I know what goes on behind the scenes, and I just can't imagine why nobody's speaking up. I mean,
I can answer the question like I said. Either enabler / flying monkeys. That's what it is. And so many people think about themselves. They didn't care. And for everybody to talk about they best friends with this man or people like that, tells a lot about your character. What do you think? Share your thoughts in the comment section. Let's get back to, we almost done, ladies and gentlemen.
Everyone's just hush hush and quiet. I don't know, maybe they're scared. I mean, we've all been scared, so, you know.
I hope this is a turning point, Mylah
I
Morales.
think so.
I really hope it is. Thank you so much.
Oh, okay. That's all I want to just show you those clips. Yep. You know. And I like the way that I was wondering, like I said, I was thinking about, Biggie's mother. I was wondering, because she really did love herself some P. Diddy. She really did. And I know she's like, when she saw that video, she just couldn't believe it. And I believe she didn't see all that. She wasn't up in the industry like that, so I don't think that she's seen anything. But all these other people, they didn't say anything. And it happens so often. Ladies and gentlemen, I know people that's on here, most like, victim of narcissist abuse, sociopath abuse, the whole cluster B personality disorder, some sort of abuse. So you can understand how people just don't care. They're not supportive. And 9 times out of 10, it's because they're little flying monkeys or they're enablers. Oh well, that's just the end of it. I just wanted to discuss. I wanted to get into her and the makeup artist because I like what the makeup artist was bringing a point because I know she's seen a lot. Mm-hmm. She probably had to cover a couple of bruises too. Well, but we're gonna stay tuned for some more or whatever. But I have other topics I want to get into. I want to get into the dynamics of a family of narcissism. So I'm gonna get into that. So stay tuned for that one. And if you need to reach out to me, like I said, look in the description. You will find my email address and number if you need to text or whatever. You have a views request or you need coaching, anything like that, feel free to contact me. And remember, like always says, is stay narc free. Adios.